Okay.
That's
Is it my
okay.
turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. You start, please, Dilan.
Okay. There's a little boy, maybe 1 or 2 year old, because he
Good.
looks very small
Good.
under the chair. Then he walks to the library and he touched the books and start to
He touches the books. Yeah, he touches the books.
touches the books and he's starting to uh, put them on the ground and he's trying to climb the library's shelf
Good.
and he creates a mess.
Good. Good. Yeah, excellent.
I'm not sure his parents will be happy after seeing the scene.
Good. Good. Excellent.
And he is sitting on the pile of the books.
Good.
And then I think he get bored and he start for his new adventure. And
Got bored with his new adventure.
yes, and he's walking to the small table. I don't know the words.
You can say a little table. You can say a coffee table, maybe. I think we say coffee table often when it's low.
Walking towards the coffee table, which is contains pipe and
a pipe which contains a pipe. And not contains actually, where there's a pipe, yeah.
Not sure. Or cigar.
Good.
And he opened the box. He put the box on the ground and he opens the box and start to eat the cigars.
Good, excellent.
Starts eating cigars. Then he goes to another place and he sees the vase with flowers and he play with the flowers. Then
plays. Don't forget that he plays. Yeah, he plays with the flowers.
Sorry, I forgot the S. He plays with the flowers. Then he breaks down the vase.
Not breaks down. Which one do we use for when you? And it's very similar to other phrasal verbs that mean that. Yeah, which preposition do we often use? For example, when you're walking and then you.
I
mean, when you're walking
now, maybe because I'm nervous.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't get nervous. Knock something.
Yes,
over.
knock over. Knock over.
And I just want to show you that there are lots like this. Trip over, slip over. Just always remember that when something is standing up and it falls over, we always use that preposition over, it seems to me, or most of the time we use that one. Okay, so he knocks over the vase of flowers.
Then he play with the water and he gets wet.
Excellent.
His socks I think get wet, and then he goes to the table and he just pull down the I don't know, pull down the whole items on the table.
He pulls all the items off the table just because they leave the table. And so he pulls them off the table, just like take something off the table. You would even say that. He took it off the table. He pulled it off the table. And the thing is a tablecloth.
Yes, tablecloth.
So he pulls the tablecloth off the table.
He pulls the tablecloth off.
Good.
With the items on there. Good. Then he goes to I cannot recall this kind of easy words, but
not necessarily easy. Okay, we say a chest of drawers.
Yes, yeah, so he falls asleep in the drawers.
In one of the drawers. Yeah, he falls asleep in the drawer. You can just say in the drawer, but yeah,
And
the whole thing is a
in
chest
the
of
end of
drawers.
the day, he caused the huge mess at the home.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
during this time, I want to know where is his parents, because he looks very small.
You're busy,
uh,
busy.
and somebody should look after him,
Good, good, excellent.
because
Somebody,
he can hurt himself without realizing.
good, excellent. So what do we say? Which verb do we use when a parent, for example, doesn't look after their child? Yeah,
Neglect.
very good, excellent. That's
Ignore?
exactly
I'm
what I
not
was
sure.
thinking. Yeah, that's exactly the one I wanted. Neglect. The parents have neglected the child, they're not looking after him, and he's made a big mess in revenge. Okay, that was excellent. That was really good. We got a lot of words from that one. One more question though, for you, Dylan. What do you think? Which phrasal verb do we use when we say to make a pile? And it's a phrasal verb as well.
I'm
Yeah, he
not
does it with
sure.
the books. He the books.
I'm not sure.
Okay, pile something up. Yeah, we use that word
Pile
pile. Yeah,
something
he piles
Okay.
up the books. He piles up the books, and you can often say pile up. In fact, you can say it for anything that you make into a pile. You can pile up your books. In fact, I've piled up my books so that my phone sits on it actually, and it supports the phone. Anyway, that was fantastic. Let's go on now to Snehar. That was brilliant. Oh, thank you very much, Dylan. Superb.
Thank you.
And I will put all of those words on the feedback for everybody to learn for the next time. But very, very good.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next picture. But please do your own film or your own book if you prefer, Snehar. Okay, I will mute you for the moment, Dylan. But if anyone wants to speak, just say. I'm not sure you can even do that. I will notice.
I can get it. Sorry. Can you repeat it then?
So it will move on to Snehal, on to the next person. But if anybody, and I'm going to mute you, I'll put you on mute just to make sure there's no background noise. But
Yes,
if
I usually mute myself.
Oh, okay.
When
I won't
somebody is
touch it then.
speaking.
I won't
don't
touch
want
it.
to interrupt them.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, very good, Dylan. Let's go on to Snehar, and you have this picture here. If you've had it before, tell me, and I will move on to the next one. But if you prefer, you can do a film, a book, or tell me about anything that you like. I really don't mind.
The picture. I prefer the picture.
Okay, excellent.
A mother is trying to bake something, and the boy, her son, is accompanying her.
Good.
She put the trays into the oven.
Good.
And then at the same time, the phone was ringing. And she rushed to the phone, and the boy is left in the kitchen all alone. And the boy got a bucket from somewhere, and he just climbed the bucket.
Good.
And then he reached the countertop.
I would usually say climb on the bucket. It's a small thing, really. It's not. You usually climb a mountain or something like that. But yeah, he climbed on the bucket and used that to get onto the onto the kitchen surface.
Okay.
Good.
And then the boy started to make something on his own.
Good.
It was a dish with flour. Maybe the ingredients belong to cake, I guess. And the boy is trying to prepare a cake, make a cake.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. He's trying to make some kind of cake.
Yeah. And then, he was making a mess, of course. And he spilled the flour on the table.
Good.
And then, of course, the next picture, it was all a mess. It was all in a mess. And the boy spilled everything.
Yeah, good. All sorts of different ingredients.
And the flour, sugar, milk, everything is on the table.
Excellent.
Everything. And then, of course, he was trying to mix it, even though. Yeah. And meanwhile, his mother has been talking over the phone.
Good.
And then, of course, after the conversation was over, and she returned to the kitchen only to find the baby, the kitchen in the mess.
Excellent. Yeah. How can we describe the little boy? At the end. And the shoes.
Yeah, yeah, the boy spilled everything, even on the shoes also. Now I am able to see that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And which
And
verb do we use? We use this for, I mean, we use this just to mean this. Which verb do we use?
pouring.
Oh, exactly. He's pouring all of the ingredients now into their shoes. He has filled their shoes up. Good.
Yeah.
You can also say, to describe the boy, you can say he's covered from head to toe in, we often say that, from head to toe, when somebody is covered in something, covered from head to toe in the cake mixture or in the ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah, he's all covered.
Yeah, he's covered from head to toe. It just means everywhere. Okay, very, very good. Very, very good. That was very quick. And so we'll do one more. Yeah, we'll carry on to the next one.
Yeah, please. And now I see a old lady, and she's trying to board the. No, she's going to into a mall or something. She's going inside a mall or something.
Yeah, going inside a mall, inside a shop, probably, but it might be a mall.
Okay, and there's a a child in the pram. Is it a pram? I don't know.
Good. It is a pram. I agree. That looks like a pram to me. A pram is
Yeah.
where the baby sleeps, and a buggy is for older children. It's for toddlers, a buggy. So we do say a pram for that one. I agree. That does look like a pram, but there is also a buggy, but that is usually for toddlers. And I mean children who are already, say, 2 years old, whereas pram is for little babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
She left the baby outside and she went inside the shop or mall or whatever. And the baby is all alone, and the old man saw the baby.
Good.
Left alone, and he was trying to. He was maybe he was trying to find something. I mean, about the baby, any address or. I'm not able to tell you.
Yeah, he's trying to entertain the baby.
Make
Maybe, yes.
faces.
Yeah, he's making faces. Good. We do say that certainly when you're kind of like
Yeah.
doing that, really. But yeah, he's making faces with the baby. I agree. He's doing exactly that. Certainly.
Yes.
Good.
The baby is trying to pull his beard, the man's beard.
Good.
Yeah, and then he no. Maybe he was trying to lift the baby, or the the baby caught hold of his beard and he came out of the whatever pram or whatever. Yeah. So ultimately he pulled off the beard from the man.
Good. Yeah, you're right. You've got to use off here. He pulled the beard off,
Yeah.
just like they pull the tablecloth off the table. He pulls his beard off. You can certainly say as well, there's two good verbs here which actually mean, you know, more violent than pull. Do you know what we say, for example, for when you have a piece of paper and you do that?
Rip.
He ripped his beard off. Yeah, ripped his beard off is very natural. Rip something off. Or there is another word as well. There is tear. Tear in the present tense. But yeah, tore in the past tense. Torn, it's an irregular verb, tear.
So can we use even for the beard also? We can use those two verbs.
Definitely for the beard. Definitely. I would say that just because rip and tear are more violent. Pull. It's correct, Sil. He pulled his beard off, but he ripped his beard off. We're more likely to say that, and I suppose it's because it's painful as well. It can't be very nice having your beard ripped off, and so yeah, he tore his beard off. He ripped his beard off, and then look at the end. What does he say to his mum?
He was showing the beard. I mean,
yeah, it's his trophy.
Yeah, he was displaying his success.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, fantastic.
Grip is really strong, I think.
Yes, very strong baby, maybe very heavy baby, but yes, absolutely. Okay, fantastic, girls. Really, really good. Let's move on now to Lefteris, and you're doing this one, Lefteris. You're on this one, but you're welcome to tell us about a film or a book if you prefer, or a hobby, or anything that you like.
Okay, thank you for having us, Dave, one more time. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I will do the picture then.
Okay.
Well, there is a mother that instructs her baby to go and play, and the little baby.
Yeah, probably a toddler, I would say. Toddler. A toddler. Yeah, toddler.
because it works. The toddler
Exactly,
works.
exactly.
So
Toddlers usually walk. I agree.
that differentiates those two. So it goes and plays with sand and builds like something like a castle, and his hands become dirty, out dirty, and I can see that it goes to try to clean them up.
Good. To clean them, yeah, he goes to
To
clean
clean
them.
them. But I don't think the outcome is the one that the toddler expected, because the waters are muddy, they're dirty waters, and the situation becomes even worse. And so the toddler is very dirty in his feet, in his hand, and I think it tries to go and find a cloth to.
Good. Okay,
like,
he rather than it. Yeah, he goes.
yeah, okay, yeah, it's the correct pronoun. Okay, he goes to find something to wash or pull the mud out of him.
I would say wipe there, wipe. He goes to wipe the mud off. And yes, we use off again. He wants to wipe the mud off. Off is always when it leaves one surface and goes off that surface. And so we say rip the tablecloth off, rip the beard off, wipe the mud off. Good.
But the efforts are unsuccessful, even though they're pretty innovative, because he also tries to wipe the mud off with the help of leaves that have fallen down.
Good.
But this isn't also effective, and the situation seems to become even worse when he finds a barrel, and he searches in it, and the barrel has something, I don't know, like even a dirty substance, dirty liquid.
Good, excellent. It's
And
full of
now
some dirty liquid.
the toddler is very dirty from head to toe. He's covered with some mud, and his mother is very concerned. She's very alarmed.
Good. I would say covered in mud from head to
mud.
toe. He's covered in mud from head to toe.
And he's clearly distressed, as well as his mother is.
Good.
But the mother takes care of the toddler, and with patience and a lot of soap, she manages to restore the toddler to his previous clean state. And there's like an unexpected end to the story, and like a moral, let's say, that the child once again becomes dirty, and that has something to do with the proclivity of the toddlers to mess with things, and very quickly, get dirty or
gets dirty,
break stuff, gets dirty.
Good.
Very quickly, and yeah.
Excellent. And what would you say about the bench? What's happening on the bench?
Oh no, the bench. It's I walked past it because I didn't understand. I thought that the toddler went there to like elaborate on something.
What do you? That's not.
Okay.
This isn't English. Yeah, this isn't English. Don't look at that and think that's English. It's Danish, and I don't speak Danish, but I can guess maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, it is painted. It's paint.
I think that says painted. Yeah, wet paint. Don't sit on me.
And yeah, so everything that could go wrong goes wrong in this case, because everything he touches or does gets the situation even worse.
But it makes the situation worse. Yeah, it makes the situation worse. Very good. And we do say what can go wrong does go wrong. We certainly say that. Yeah, what can go wrong does go wrong. And it makes everything worse. Yeah, everything he does makes it worse, or it makes everything worse. Okay, fantastic. Keep going. One more, because I thought that was quite quick as well. Keep going on to the next one.
Great. Now, I thought there was again that follows a Navy guy, because he has, I presume he's a Navy guy because he has a hat like that and a pipe. and he's fixing how is this called this noun?
Okay.
I give up.
The rubber pipe is called a hose. A
Hose.
hose, yeah, and it's an
Great.
O sound. It's a hose, but if you mean the part at the front, then that's a tap. The part where the water comes out of, that's called a tap.
Great, it makes sense because it's a tap also at home. I'm used to that now to use it with the home tap water.
What in Greek you mean? You say tap?
No, I mean I've learned this word in English,
okay.
from tap water, and it makes sense when I see it.
Yeah, indeed.
It's a
People
mechanism.
ask, tap water or mineral water. Yeah, they very often ask in restaurants or places like that.
So he has the Navy guy, the big one, has a hose. He opens the tap, and the water is flowing. The toddler seems to be helping the Navy guy to with the job that the Navy guy has.
How do you say it when you? Yeah, what's he doing?
He's probably helping
word.
untangle the.
Very good, fantastic. Yeah, I'm impressed. Very impressed. You know
Yeah.
that verb. It's not a verb that you very often use, but yeah, untangles the hose. Very good.
Maybe metaphorically, sometimes you use to untangle some difficult situation. It's not used in its literal sense.
That's
but,
true. Yeah, that's true. Again, I don't think it's very common, but yeah, it's true. It's true. You can get tangled up in a difficult situation, in a predicament.
The relevant Greek verb is used for this metaphorical expression
Okay.
to untangle a difficult situation and make it easier. But here, literally, he untangles the hose and he waters the road. The toddler seems to be watching and learning, and so everything seems to go fine until there is a reaction. The flow of the water makes the child uncomfortable because he wants to pee.
Good.
And he probably has the sense of duty to stay there and watch and learn, but there is also the call of the nature.
Good, yeah, the call of nature, not the call of nature.
The call of nature.
Good.
And in this conflict, the nature wins after all, because the child didn't manage to hold himself, and he peed his pants.
Good, yeah. We often say he peed himself. You can say he wet himself. You can say he pissed himself, which is ruder. It is ruder, of course. But he peed himself. He wet himself. I think in the UK we very often say wee rather than pee. He weed himself. It's another one as well. There are a lot of verbs for it. But yeah, fantastic. Really, really good. Let's go on to the next one. So the next person, thank you very much, Lefteris. That was super. Let's go on to Natalia. Natalia Chumachenko.
Hello.
Hello, Natalia. Hello. So would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about yourself? I don't recognize you. I don't think you have. You
been here before? It's my first time here.
Okay. So,
my name is Natalie. I live in a small village near Kyiv, just 20 kilometers from Kyiv, in a safer place than in the city. To entertain myself during the war, I somehow adopted a dog, a golden retriever, who had been left by the other Ukrainians who had fled and left the country. Then I decided that to have only a dog is not enough for me, and I adopted a cat from Bakhmut.
From where?
And,
from Bakhmut.
Bakhmut, yes.
Okay, I see there were cats that were rescued from there, yeah?
Yeah.
I see. That's really nice. That's very nice of you to look after the kitties. I like cats very much. I like dogs too, but I've always had cats as pets, and so I feel very close to cats.
Yeah, and last month I also Facebook somehow shows me those posts which I can't, and those animals probably that are like my fate. I don't know which are my destiny, and then I adopted like another one.
Okay.
And then my husband told me that is enough, probably.
Too many animals, yeah.
Too many animals. So they are surrounding me.
It's a big responsibility, I think, especially with dogs. You know, I realize they need to be taken for walks every day, of course, and they need to be entertained.
But you know, it's like a great opportunity to have a walk in the fresh air in the mornings, whatever the weather is.
Absolutely.
And keep active.
Absolutely, I do agree. I really agree. It's especially in the summertime. You know, we're coming up to the summer now, and you want to get out and about every day. But yeah, fantastic. So very nice to meet you, Natalia. Would you like to do one of our pictures? You can see there's a doggy. There's a doggy in this one.
Oh, okay. Let's start. So again, we see a mother with a toddler.
Do you remember?
The toddler is in a pram, and
very good.
Again, he is left alone in a room. As soon as the door is, as soon as the door closes behind the woman.
Very good. Very good.
The baby heads off.
Good. Which verb could we use to describe that action?
Okay. Get out.
Yeah, you can, yeah, to get out of or to climb out of. You can just use climb here just because it's harder for him, and he's kind of, you know, you can use climb whenever you kind of use your arms and legs to do something.
Yes.
So yeah, but get out of is good. Very good.
Climbs out of the pram.
Good.
And like heads to a crowded place, not only with people but with animals.
Good.
And where he meets a dog which is twice bigger than he is.
Not quite. Very close, but which is twice.
2 times, yeah.
You can say twice. Good. You got it right there. Twice as big as. Not. I think you said twice bigger the first time, but it's twice as big as. Yeah, which is twice as big
as the baby is. Then he walks among the cars. Probably that is like a city, like.
What do you call it?
A buzzing city.
Okay, yeah, a bustling city, a bustling
city. And so he walks among the cars.
Good.
Yeah, with lots of hustle and bustle. And the next thing he sees is a big pipe with an attention sign. He starts sliding down it.
Yeah, maybe he's sliding down it. Good.
And but the pipe is like broken.
Good. It does look broken. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 pieces.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Then what? He comes back after having lots of fun on his own. He understands that it's time to get back to his pram, and he climbs back into the pram.
Excellent.
And just in time to be noticed by the mom.
Yeah, his absence has gone unnoticed. Yeah, she hasn't even noticed he has gone. And we do often use the verb go with a lot of expressions. Yeah, go unnoticed.
Unnoticed.
There are a few others. I can't think of any at the moment, but I've done it in a vocabulary lesson where we say go unnoticed, go uninformed, or go missing, obviously, and some other ones. But yeah, his absence has gone unnoticed. the fact that he got out the pram has gone unnoticed. Okay, keep going, because I think everybody's going to be doing 2 now. But just to make sure that we all get a nice long turn. But have a look at this one. What can you see?
Probably the lady had done some shopping, and on her return back home, she notices that probably the house had been robbed.
Okay, the house has been
The flat?
not robbed. The house has been. There is a good
Burgled.
word. Yes, exactly. You know it. I thought you would do as well. You have a very good vocabulary. The house has been burgled. Excellent.
Burgled, because the clothes are scattered. Also, the picture is like in the wrong place. I don't know place, but how to say.
If you want one word, you can say
hangs. Okay, one key.
Go on. You can. Oh, sorry. I don't know what I've done there. I don't know how I did that. I'm not sure what I did. But yeah, the picture is
misplaced. Maybe the picture is misplaced.
It's not straight. Yeah, it's not straight. And anything that is wonky is not straight. It's not level.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And the vase with beautiful flowers has been knocked over.
Good. Excellent. And it's smashed on the floor. Yeah, it's smashed as well.
Smashed on the floor.
Good.
The next thing the lady does is to check on the books.
Good.
Which are also which are lying on the floor, piled in a pile, which are lying piled on a floor.
You can even say which are piled up on the floor, which are
piled up on the floor.
Good.
The bed linen and all the pillows. Well, maybe the bed is unmade. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Good. Good.
So the I don't know, the telephone and the desk with all the papers have been also smashed, not smashed.
Maybe. Not quite smashed, but have been messed up. The desk is in a mess.
Messed up.
What do we call this? I think you'll know as well. The bottle there. What do you think?
The ink.
Yeah, there's ink
on the important documents.
Excellent. There's ink everywhere. Excellent.
There is ink everywhere. Oh, and what is like a thread? Yeah, is.
Sorry. Say that again. A
thread.
Yeah, there's thread, there's string everywhere. Thread and string are both good. Yeah, there's string everywhere, there's thread everywhere. Very good.
Maybe this is the bed. Oh, this is probably the living room. So the thread is all over the armchair, the lamp, and the coffee table.
Good.
What is it?
Yeah, it's a coffee table. It's a table. I don't think we have a special word for a little table, really. I can't think of one at the moment. But yeah, absolutely.
So the lady understands that like the only person who is in charge of who is to blame
Good.
is her grandchild.
Good.
Whom she sees painting the walls.
Good.
She grabs. I don't think this is like the moth hit, and this is special to hit flies.
Oh, okay. You mean what she's holding? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that is. What do you think it is? You think it's something to kill flies with? A fly swatter?
Yes, yeah.
Yep, fly swatter. We say there because you
swatter.
You swat flies, and so yeah, maybe it's a fly swatter. I'm not sure what it is. I even thought it was like a wat or something. But yeah, maybe it's a fly swatter.Maybe it's that thing people use when they put
rugs.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think it's a rug beater, but I'm not actually sure. I've never used a rug beater. But yeah, I think it is a rug beater.
But as soon as she approaches her sweetheart, she feels like another feeling, another feeling.
She feels overcome with excellent.
She feels overcome with the feeling of love and care and affection.
Yeah,
for the
absolutely,
child.
absolutely. Love and affection. She feels overcome with those feelings, and she gives him a big kiss.
Yeah, she gives him a big kiss.
Very good. Sorry, I didn't want me to take it away from you, but yeah, she picks him up, she cuddles him. Excellent. And yeah, of course, we do always use that word cuddle as well here. Very often.
Cuddle.
I think that's more, there is a slight difference between cuddle and hug. You know, I would normally
and embrace.
say, yeah, and embrace for me sounds very formal. It sounds, I mean, it would certainly be in literature as well, but it's less often heard on an everyday basis. Hug and cuddle are both often heard, you know, in spoken English, but hug is what you say when there's no romance there, it seems to me. And cuddle, well, not necessarily romance, but certainly love, family love, you know, certainly between mother and child. Oh, I see your kitty. I see your kitty there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you are cuddling your kitty. You are cuddling your kitten. What's his or her name?
Louis.
Louis, yeah, Louis.
Yes.
So hi, Louis. I'm gonna move on now, but thank you very much, Natalia.
Thank you so much.
That was
Thank
brilliant.
you for this
Lots of
opportunity.
great words.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Please come next week. We're doing another one on Friday, by the way, guys.
Okay.
In 1 week, and so please come back. That was super. Let's go on to the next person that I see here on the list that hasn't spoken, and it is Mikita. Can you say something, Mikita? Hello, can you hear us? Hello, Mikita. I see you now.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I see you. It's all loud and clear. It's perfect. I'll go down so we can still see you because you've disappeared. Are you still there, Mikita?
I'm there.
Okay,
there.
I can hear you, but I can't see you anymore. But I just don't see you on the list down here. But I hear you perfectly. So would you like to tell us about something or do the pictures? It's up to you.
Dave, I think I'll make an attempt to tell everybody about a short story written by an American writer, Ernest Hemingway.
Excellent, excellent. Which story would you like to tell us about?
It's really a short story. It's called or entitled. Titled.
You're right, not entitled.
Titled. Indian Camp. Indian Camp.
Indian Camp. Okay, excellent.
Indian Camp.
Yeah, Indian Camp, like Indians, like cowboys and Indians. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that the short stories are a really good way to learn. You know, I think they're great for retelling as well because they're short, and so you still remember all the details when you retell.
They're short, and they are very easy to reread.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I agree.
You don't really have to spend a lot of time reading a short story. You can always return if you have missed something. You can always return and give it a reread. Or simply reread.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you feel you have missed some detail, you can always return to.
I would say if you feel you miss some details, and I do put the stress on D, I'm aware. Yeah, I'm aware that sometimes you hear people say details. I've heard it in some American films when they say details, they put the stress on the tail. But here in the UK, we say details, and yeah, pay attention to detail. We put the stress on the D.
By the way, Dave, is it normal, okay, acceptable to mix up both accents, American and British?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's acceptable. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I apologize for interrupting you. If I pronounce some words in an American way, for example, and some words I maybe tend to pronounce because I feel like it's much easier to say work than work. Just like British people say it.
There is a slight difference. There is a slight difference between how they say work and how we say work. I don't hear much of a difference between that, if I'm honest, between those two words. But of course, you do want to try to speak uniformly British or uniformly American, if possible. And it's just for the same reason that you wouldn't want to mix up accents in any language. Otherwise, it might put the person you're listening to, who's listening to you, you know, has already got used to British accent that you're speaking or American accent. And if you suddenly pronounce something in the other way, they might not understand. And that's the only danger. But with a word like work, I've got to say that I only hear a very slight difference between the two. It depends where the American is from, or where the Brit is from, for that matter, because there are very, very different accents in Britain. I find it harder to understand Irish or Scotch people, yeah, Scots rather. I find it harder to understand Irish or Scots than Americans, if I'm honest. Americans are much easier for me, or Australians, but sometimes Irish or Scots, I really don't know what they're saying. It's so different the way they pronounce the words. But generally, just go for a uniform approach.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay. So Indian camp.
So Indian camp. I don't think my telling will be very will take a long time, really. It's a story about its main protagonist is Nick Adams. It's his childhood memory. It's one of the stories that are interconnected by this particular protagonist, Nick Adams. So it is believed to be Hemingway himself. It has some biographical I don't know. So it's also biographical. It's also biographical. This story, I mean. So his father is a doctor, and he is on his way to a small Indian camp. He decides to take his son, his little son, with him to I don't know, rather to because his mother is not at home, or I cannot remember exactly.
Okay.
Or simply to spend some time with him while he's doing his job. So they sail to the camp in a boat.
Okay.
In a boat. When they arrive, the reason why he has gone sailing to the camp is to help some Indian woman to give birth to a child. Give birth to a child, yes.
Perfect.
When they arrive, they spend some time looking for a settlement or a house in which this family lives in. And I think they are also accompanied by some man. I cannot exactly remember his name, but he is like a guide. He's like a guide.
An Indian guide, yeah? An Indian guide.
I think he's an American, but he can speak the local tribes language.
I see.
So he's like intermediary
translator. Yeah,
absolutely.
Translator.
Interpreter. But I cannot tell you for sure. Unfortunately, I've read the story a long time ago. I read it long time ago.
Good. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have just corrected myself.
Well done. I'll write it down just for others, but yeah, well done. Keep going.
So when they find a house, they enter it, and a woman is already in a condition that she's ready to give birth, and so Nick's father starts doing his job or his work. And there is a woman's husband in the room that's next to the ones when this labor takes place. Labor.
Okay, yeah. So where she's having the baby, he's in the next room. He doesn't want to watch.
Yeah, she and what happens next? While all of this happening, I mean, this woman's husband gets so overwhelmed, gets so emotionally
overwhelmed. Good.
Stressed,
Okay.
so emotionally stressed, so that he cannot stand his wife's sufferings.
Suffering,
That
yeah,
she
screams.
Yeah, sufferings that he. I think he takes a small knife and cuts his own throat. Yes, cuts his own throat.
Cuts his own throat.
He commits suicide. He commits suicide because he cannot stand his wife's painful experience.
Yeah, screams of pain. Yeah, screams of torment.
Yeah, exactly. And this becomes the first time when Nick experience death, and it has some philosophical subtext. This short story, and on their way back home in a boat, Nick asks his father. It's a silent scene. It's a silent. I think it's a full moon, beautiful scenery. And he asks his father, Dad, how is it when a man dies, something like that, or is it? Do you think it's difficult? It's hard to die, and his words are something. No, I don't think so. But the author's words are more important, that he transmits the thoughts of a little Nick, and he ends the author, I mean the narrator he ends up saying that Nick, by what Nick has experienced that night, it gives him a feeling that he will never die. Really, he will never die because he's young. He maybe thinks that he's not so vulnerable as this man, this poor man he has just seen committing suicide. It's a very rough retelling, really, a rough retelling.
I'm surprised he feels immortal after seeing somebody die in front of him.
Yeah, I think this story has a lot to do with the Hemingway's I don't know attitudes towards life, maybe.
Yeah, I see. Quite pessimistic.
Yeah. Actually his life is more isn't less interesting as his books.
Isn't less interesting than his books. Yeah.
Yeah. Than his books. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. So he has an interesting life, Hemingway.
Yeah. He led or he spent. He was a participant of 2 world wars. Yeah, he was a journalist during the Spanish Civil War.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. I thought he fought in the Spanish Civil War. I thought he was part
exactly. If I'm not mistaken, he was on the side of Republicans.
Yeah, the International Brigades. I think they were called. They were fighting against Franco.
And the novel that is inspired this this event is very well known. It's called For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Okay, yeah, I do know it. I even started reading it, if I'm honest, but I never got to the end, unfortunately. But that was fantastic, Mikita, fantastic. We're going to move on because I want to try and get everybody in. And I did see Romelia earlier. Are you there, Romelia? Can you hear me, Romelia? Okay, if not, let's go on to Barbara. Can you hear me, Barbara? Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds each to say something. Say something now. Okay, let's go on to Alicia. Can you hear me, Alicia?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic. I knew you were coming. So tell me, Alicia, what would you like to do today? Would you like to tell us about a booklet you've read or a film that you've seen, or would you prefer to do the pictures?
The pictures.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, 1 second. We'll just go back to the pictures, and it's nice and easy. I'm getting the hang of this slowly but surely. Can you see the pictures?
Yes, I can see the picture.
Excellent, excellent. This has worked much better than using the whiteboard. I think I'll do this every time and just share my screen. Okay, so yes. What can you see in the first picture?
The parents and the child, are eating or going to eat something.
Good.
Then on the next picture, I see that the toddler is. Wait.
What's he doing? How do we say that? Yeah. How do we say kind of that?
Give some to drink.
It begins with a P. Begins with a P.
No.
Pour. Yeah, we say pour. Pour.
To pour.
Mm-hmm.
Some to drink, but I don't know what's in it.
I think it might be Mummy and Daddy's drink. What do you think is Mummy and Daddy's drink?
Wine?
Yeah, I think so. He's pouring wine into the glass. I think so.
Pouring.
And then on the next picture, the mom is angry at the child, but he puts all the wine in the glass.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the mom takes the bottle away from him.
Good.
And the child is standing up.
Excellent.
And then the father is looking at the child. He's standing up. And
how do you say? I'll ask you quickly. Do you know which verb of looking we use for an angry look? Or a long time look, because also we think it's quite angry. Do you know it? There's one beginning with G and one beginning with S. Go on.
Strange?
Not strange, unlucky. You're close though. It's stare, which means a long look, yeah, looking for a long time. And there's also angry is glare. The father was glaring at him. And by the way, all the verbs of looking are at. Glare at, stare at, look at, yeah, they're all at, peep at, peer at, peek at. But glare at is angry. But yeah, the father starts glaring at the child. Good.
And then the child takes something of the take something, some meat or anything else.
Yeah, some kind of meat. He takes his fork and puts it in the meat. Good.
And then the glass with wine fall.
Do you remember what we say for? You might not have been here earlier.
Fall over.
Good. But we say very often we use a. How do we say that when I mean people fall over, but he the glass over. Which word is missing? He.
Knock over.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. He knocks the glass over. Excellent.
He knocks the glass over.
Excellent.
And then mom and dad are angry because the glass is knocked over.
Is knocked over. Yeah.
And then on the next picture, dad his clothes is with wine.
His clothes are covered in wine. In fact, you can say he's covered from head to toe in wine.
He is covered with head to toe with wine.
Good, from head to toe. Yeah,
From
kind
head
of
to
from
toe.
and to, like from 9 till 5, but or from 9 to 5, you can say. But yeah, from head to toe. He's covered in wine from head to toe.
And the child is also from head to toe with wine.
Covered in
mom,
wine from head to toe. Put it on the end. Yeah, he's covered in wine from head to toe.
Covered with wine from head to toe. And then the mom is, yeah, on her clothes.
You know what we call that goes on top of the table?
Oh, I have seen it last time.
Yeah, it makes sense. We say tablecloth because these are clothes for the table. Yeah, the clothes for the table.
He takes the table. He takes the tablecloth and everything is on the ground.
Good. And which verb, do you remember which verb we use? Which phrasal verb do we use for what he's doing with the tablecloth? Yeah, we usually use this preposition for when something leaves the surface.
Pull something off?
Exactly. He pulls the tablecloth off the table. Yeah, and then it sounds really natural.
He pulls the tablecloth off and
Good.
everything is on the ground now. And Dad is taking the child with him.
Good. Yes, absolutely. He's angry, but yeah, little boy pulls the tablecloth off the table. Okay, fantastic. Let's go on to the next one because I'll let everybody do a couple here. I think you've got that anyway. Let's go down to this one.
Okay. A child is staring something or look at something, and the other child is. What is he doing?
Not easy. Not easy.
No.
Well, I mean, we can use the same verb that we use for a gun. Which verb would we use for a gun?
He shoots.
He shoots him with a P.
He shoots him
with a P here, with a P, because I think, with a P. You know peas? Yeah, you eat peas usually.
Yes.
They're tasty, little green vegetables, but we call that a pea shooter.
Yeah, he shoots him with a P, and then the other child is angry at him because he has shoots him with a P.
He has shot him with a P.
He has shot him with a P.
Good.
And the other child is taking his hair.
Pulling his hair, we usually say. Pulling his hair.
And then the mother is looking at the children.
Good.
I think. And then the child is crying because he has pulled his hair.
Good. Do you know which phrasal verb we use for when a person like this, like the grandmother, she tries to? Which verb would we use?
Separate. You separate.
To separate. Good. Yeah, that works. To separate them. You can also say to break them up or split them up. You can actually say that as well. But it does mean to separate as well. And yeah, separate is a very good option there. She tries to separate them.
The grandmother is split them up, and then the grandfather is coming, and the child is biffing on the face of his grandmother.
What do we say for that? How do we say that? Not knock. I mean, well, it's possible actually. It is possible, but there's what do boxers do?
Punch.
Good. Whoever said that, they're absolutely right. I couldn't hear who it was, but that's perfect. Punch. Yeah, punch.
He punched his grandmother in the face.
Yeah, in the face.
And then the grandmother has a blue eye.
A black eye. A black eye, we say.
A black eye.
Yeah, we do say a black eye. It is blue, but
yeah, black
it's a black eye.
And the grandfather take the child and yeah.
What do we say for that? And especially when it's on the bum.
he maps? No.
You're close, yeah, to smack. He wants to smack the
smack?
child. Smack is a punishment for a child, and
Oh.
it's nearly always on the bum as well. It is. He wants to smack the child. He wants to punish the child.
Okay, so he smacked the child, and then another grandfather is coming,
Good.
and then the children and the grandparents have a fight. Don't have a fight, but are angry on each other, and then
At or with, angry with each other, angry at each
angry
other.
with each other, and the
Good.
other grandfather is angry on the other grandfather because
At
he has
or with, angry on. Oh, sorry, it's not angry on. Angry with or angry at.
angry at
Good.
because he has smacked the child.
Good.
And then the grandfather have a fight.
Good.
And have a punch.
Punching each other. They're all punching each other, kicking as well.
Other parents are coming.
Good.
And then on the last picture, everyone have a fight with each other.
Good.
Or are angry on each other and
angry with, angry at.
Angry with each other. Good. And they are fighting with each other.
Yeah, they're punching each other, they're kicking each other. Kick is very good if it's a foot, then it's always kick. If it's a fist, and we do say that for a closed, that's a fist. And so punch is always with a fist, but kick is with your foot.
And then the two children say we gonna go.
Yeah, they're holding hands. They've become friends. They've made up.
They become friends and they go.
Good. You can say they have made up because make up means become friends again. And if you make up with somebody, you become friends again. But that was fantastic. Really good, Alicia. Let's keep going now on to, and I think it's Sergei. Yeah, is that you, Sergei?
Yes, hello.
Hello, and we will go on to Stefano when we get time, but I'm sure we will do. But let's go on to Sergei. What would you like to do, Sergei? Tell us about a film, a book, or one of the pictures.
You can show another picture and I can comment on it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this one's a little bit boring. I'll take you straight on to 22 because I know it's more interesting. There's more happening in 22.
Okay, let's see what we have.
You're welcome to translate the title as well.
We have a picture where a man and a woman with their child, and they kind of walking. And next picture shows us when grown-ups focused their attention on the window shop, I believe.
Yeah, the shop window.
Shop window.
Good.
And they get interested and they forgot about their child.
Good.
And so they look back and they see that their child has gone too far and he is in dangerous situation when a car can hit the child.
A car can hit the child. Good. Which phrasal verb would work very well here? Hit is good. It's good. It's correct. A car could hit the child.
Knock it over.
Knock the child over. Yeah, knock him over, or also run him over. It's very common, the run one. But I mean, knock is good as well. The car could knock him over. The car could hit him. The car could run him over. Excellent.
But it was a narrow escape when probably at the last moment, father managed to get his child exactly off the approaching car.
Away from the approaching car. He managed to get his child away or off the road. You can certainly say that. He managed to get his child off the motorway, off the road.
And they start reproaching their child and explaining them.
Which phrasal verb means reproach? It's a very good word, reproach, but it's quite old-fashioned now. I want to warn you. Rebuke is a
Maybe-
very good word as well, but again, it's quite old-fashioned now. Everybody uses the phrasal verb here in everyday English. What's the
tell
phrase?
him over,
Almost. Tell him,
tell him up. I don't
tell
know.
him off. Unlucky, you're
Tell
very
him off.
close. They started to tell him off. And I just tell you, because I know there are some natives that don't know reproach or rebuke. They don't know it. Yeah. If they haven't read Charles Dickens or some of the older classics, they might not know those two words. That's how old-fashioned they are. And so I just want to warn you that reproach and rebuke, they're great words. They're absolutely appropriate, but not many people use them nowadays, and everyone uses that tell somebody off.
The thing is that I learn English reading old books like Tolstoy's, Dostoevsky. That's the reason.
I like the classics too. I really do. And, I wouldn't want to tell anybody not to read the classics. It's great to read the classics. But there is a massive difference between the end of the 19th century Russian and the end of the 19th century English. And the truth is, Russian hasn't changed that much from the end of the 19th century, but English has. And there are a lot of words that you'll find in Charles Dickens and in, say, Sherlock Holmes, for example. There are lots there that modern English speakers won't even know. I remember as a 15-year-old reading the Sherlock Holmes stories and not liking them because there were many words in there I didn't really understand.
Really?
When I was about 25, I read them all and really enjoyed them. But as a teenager, I found them hard. I found them really difficult, very challenging. And there were a lot of words there, that I'd never come across just because people weren't using them in an everyday basis. And it absolutely astonishes me when I look at the end of the 19th century Russian classics, because they actually sound like people speak nowadays, or it seems to me that a lot of the words there are modern Russian, or mostly, let's say, not all the time, but most of the time they really seem quite like modern Russian. Whereas I know that especially in Dickens, but the older you go, Edgar Allan Poe, for example, is nothing like modern English. Even though I love it, it's really well written, it's a wonderful style, but it's not like people speak nowadays.
And especially it has to deal with phrasal verb like tell off, tell up, and something like that.
Exactly. And the phrasal verbs, they have been around in English for hundreds and hundreds of years. They really have. And so they're there in the 14th century as well. But modern kids, for example, they all know tell somebody off, but I guarantee that anyone under the age of 20 definitely, well, maybe not, 99% of them or 90% of them won't know reproach and rebuke, even though you'll see them all the time in Dickens, in Sherlock Holmes or something like that, in the old classics. And so the kids here, they learn the phrasal verbs first. And so I want you to think of tell somebody off as the main one to learn. And definitely, I'm glad you know these other words as well. They're good words, certainly.
So after that, they pulled their child probably to another place. And again, they get interested in shop window.
Good.
Or window shop.
Shop window.
Shop window.
We do say go window shopping. We say that as a verb, go window shopping, but the shop window is the noun.
And now the child gets interested in another thing. And now this is a horse with a cart.
Good. What's he doing? What's he doing to the horse?
I see that the child tries to pull the horse's tail.
Excellent. Yeah, very dangerous.
And it can be very dangerous because the horse can easily kick the head of this child without any possible chance for kid to survive.
Good.
And again,
any chance of any chance of the kids surviving?
And again, parents manage to get their child of the dangerous situation, and again, father starts to tell him off, and after that, they see that they don't have their child again. They lost the child again.
Good. He's gone
Now-
missing again. Good.
Now it was unfortunately at the place where there was a manhole nearby, and they start to think that child had fallen into this manhole.
Okay, they start present tense to think that he has fallen present tense. Yeah, they started past tense that he had fallen past tense. Do you see what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they started to cry towards the manhole, and
Good.
out of it there a worker gets out and start answering them. Don't bother me, please. There's nothing to worry. I'm working here.
There's nothing to
working
worry
here.
about. I'm working here. Yeah, there's
I'm
nothing to
working
worry
here.
about. Good.
And they don't see that their child goes towards them.
It is
and
coming
he's okay.
towards them. Yeah, they don't see he is coming towards them. He's okay.
He's okay.
Brilliant.
And
Okay, keep going on to the next one, and then we'll go on to Stefano, and I think we'll have to finish there. But
mhm.
unless there's someone else around ready to speak, that hasn't. But what do you see here? We'll do this
I
one quite
see
quickly.
a woman who is probably trying to clean up the room, and
Good.
she finds some toys and some things, and
Good.
she thinks probably that these things aren't necessary anymore, and she tries to collect them and bring them to garbage
Yeah,
and throw them away.
Good. Good. Throws them away, puts them in the bin.
And after that, she's washing the floor.
Good. Yeah.
And she has a mop, and
Good. Yeah.
she tries to get her room cleaned.
Good.
Next thing, we see children finds a lot of these toys.
Children
in
find.
their-
Yeah, they find because it's they.
they
Children find.
a lot of toys, and children think that these toys are very good to bring home, and they do these things, and now they start playing with them.
Yeah, they take them out of the bin. Yeah, always remember, put in, take out. They're good opposites to remember as phrasal verbs. So they put them, mum puts them in the bin, and they take them out of the bin.
Mm-hmm. So a boy finds a lot of toys for himself, like trains, cars, and trumpets, and the girl has found a lot of toys for herself. It was a teddy bear, it was little things she likes very much.
Good.
And next thing we see that they have brought these things back, probably.
Yeah, they brought them back and put them back in the corner. So mum is in the same position again.
And
very
mom,
good, Sergey.
Mom gets upset because she wanted one thing, and children have their own plan.
Yes, absolutely. They often like to get their own way, and we often say that, to get your own way, and it means to have everything as you want it to be, to get your own way. And children often get their own way. But very good, superb. Let's go on now to Stefano. Can you hear me, Stefano? Are you there? Is it sunny in Italy, Stefano? I can see you. You're on mute. You're on mute. Can you unmute yourself? Perfect.
Hi, Dave. Hi,
Perfect.
Dave. What's up? Look, this afternoon it was a little bit sunny, but not so much. And now it's raining.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I could say it's drizzling. Maybe it's
more
drizzling. Drizzling. Maybe it's more correct because it's not heavy rain.
No, you're right. You're right. But for very light rain, we do say it is drizzling. Yeah, rather than to be drizzling, but it is drizzling. It's drizzling at the moment.
Yes, it's drizzling at the moment. In this moment in particular, we hope that we will start to have sunny days starting from first week of May. Hope this is our hope, but we are not sure yet.
Okay, we're very lucky today. We've got a lovely sunny day. But I can't see a single cloud. I can't see a cloud. Maybe
no showers.
No showers. It's April as well, but we're very lucky. It's a lovely day here.
Really.
So would you like to do a picture for us today, or do you want to do something else?
Yes. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The picture.
Okay.
So there is a child in line, and he wants to buy something. I think that he bought some ice cream, some kind of ice cream, and then he goes back to the beach. I think where he was, and okay, let me see. Now, yes, to go back where he really was, where it was his place before going there to buy the ice cream, and so he need to pass. He needs to pass through a lot of people sunbathing.
Good.
And I see that he's walking. But the problem is that since it's sunny and maybe it's really hot, little by little, his ice cream start melting. And they drip.
It drips. Good.
Yes, they drips on the legs of other people.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. They drip. Yeah, very good.
They drip on the legs and on the body of other people, and so they start to get angry at the baby because they think, "What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?"
Good. Excellent. I would say the boy or the toddler, maybe, but he looks older than that.
Yes, the boy or the toddler. What are you doing with your ice creams? And look, and then when finally he reaches his parents, the ice cream is completely melted.
Excellent. So, they're very disappointed. Yeah, they've been waiting.
Yes, they look really disappointed.
Yeah, very unhappy. Look, especially Dad. Dad is very disappointed. He's very unhappy. There,
maybe he really wanted to eat that ice cream, but he can't.
I think so. He was thirsty. It's a thirsty day. You've got something else now. You've got still some childhood, but come on to the next picture. Tell me what you see.
Okay, I can see that maybe maybe even sometimes in these days. But there is a kind of educational system.
Yes. A fine educational system.
So that they applied in the old days. Good. And so we can see a mother, I think, a father, and a teacher. Good. That they are kicking or smashing. I can't remember the
we say smacking.
Corporal punishment.
It's very good. It is a form of corporal punishment. I want to warn you that is, of course, the formal way of putting it. And of course, all forms of corporal punishment are now illegal, I think. But yeah, this is an old-fashioned educational way of
at least I can say that the first two pictures they are using their hands. And so it's not so bad.
if I'm not mistaken, it existed in the UK until 1980s.
Yeah, it did. It did indeed. In the schools, what the teachers doing, corporal punishment existed in the schools until at least the 1980s. It's true. The teachers were allowed to hit you with. It was called.
The Smiths have a song called "The Headmaster Ritual."
The headmaster's ritual, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it starts with the words "belligerent ghouls run Manchester schools."
Okay, yeah. I imagine that was somebody who was quite naughty at school and got the cane a lot. But
yes,
yeah,
we
can
also talk about hey, teacher, leave your kids alone.
Yeah, indeed. It's old school.
It's Pink Floyd.
And another Brick in the Wall Part 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Yes, great.
Very good.
And also the teacher is smacking the pupil.
Actually, you're right to use hit here. He's hitting him with a cane, just because he's not using the open hand. Okay. Smack is always with the open hand, a bit like slap is with the open hand as well.
In Italy, they used to send someone who did something wrong in the back of the blackboard, on his knees, on beans. On beans. Really, this was the corporal punishment used in Italy. Maybe in the 50s or in the 50s. Yes.
I see.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Meno male. I don't know how is it in English. Then there is someone. There is some people watching a movie in a movie theater.
Good.
And also the movie is a violent one.
Good.
Because there is a man punching another one in the face.
Good.
And then also I can see it looks like a kind of priest, someone who is threatening the person in front of him, saying, if you do this, you will go to the hell for sure.
Well, the people who sit in a church are called the congregation. So he's threatening the congregation with hell.
He's threatening the congregation. If you do this, you will go for sure to hell. No?
Good.
It looks also like I know it in Italy as Tribunale dell'Inquisizione. I don't.
the Inquisition, yeah, the Spanish Inquisition,
yes.
Or something like that.
Yes, it looks like a little like an Inquisition. And then the violence is also on the job place, because there is
at the workplace. Yeah, the violence is also at the workplace.
The workplace, because there is maybe this is the boss with an employer.
Employee with an employee.
An employee. It was better if it was the employer. It was funny.
Yeah, indeed.
with an employee that maybe did something wrong, and he is pulling his hair. He's pulling his hair, and maybe threatening him also of something bad, something worse.
Good.
And then I see a man, a guy, looking at something in the paper, some wallpapers.
Good.
Some wallpapers.
I think they're newspapers, but I think we found out last time that Krieg is war, and sex, and so it's all violent sexual themes.
Always violent.
Yeah, I think Maud is death. I'm not sure.
Okay, I understand. Maybe it's always the same person that in all of his life he experienced violence in all their forms. No,
Good.
Starting from her mother, her father, her teacher, the priest, the employer, everybody. And then
all the way through.
Yes,
all the way through.
Good.
Yes, all the way through his life. And then he decided to go to war. No, he decided to become a soldier. He decided to become a soldier, and also when he is in the army, there is someone kicking him in the back, at the back.
kicking him up the arsehole, kicking him up in the backside. You can say in the backside.
Well, I wanted to say in the ass, but I was not sure that.
Yeah, you didn't want to say something rude. I understand.
Really, I didn't want to say something
You can
rude.
say the bum if you want a soft word for it. You say the
Okay.
bum, kicking him up the
Okay.
bum. It's very soft. The bum.
Kicking him at the bum or up the bum at the bum.
It's up to you. In fact, both work. But yeah, kicking him in
Okay.
the bum, up the bum.
And then what is the result of all this violence? The result is that when he comes back from war or the army, he starts to become violent himself, no? And we can see that he's threatening an old man of punching him in the face if maybe he doesn't do what he likes. And then in the end, there is a policeman that is threatening him to hit him with a stick. With a stick, I think. With a stick.
Absolutely. We often call that a truncheon. What a policeman carries, a truncheon.
Okay, a truncheon.
Or
because as I can see, in fact, actually, he hit the old man. He hit the old man in face, in the face.
Who are these people? Can you recognize them?
And these people are all the people that has made him the way he is, that in his life has made him who he is now.
Excellent.
And there is her mother, her father, the priest, the employer, and the general of the army.
They're all there. They're all saying,
they are all there.
Bad boy, yeah.
No, and also they are saying, oh, why is him so violent?
Yes.
And this is we are not guilty of it. It's him that is violent. He's really a bad guy. We are perfect.
Excellent. I think this is the irony of life here. One of life's ironies.
Yes.
But fantastic. That was super, beautiful. Guys. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disappear now, guys, but because I've got a student coming. But I'm sorry if anybody didn't get to speak. I did try to get everybody in there. I think, I don't know, Romelia, are you there? Can you say anything? Say something, Romelia. You can do a picture if you're still here. Hello? Hello? Oh, is that you, Romelia? Can you hear us? Okay, I can't hear anything, unfortunately. So, oh, hello? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Wait.
Okay. You're going to see if you can do this next one, number 26. Yeah, you see this one?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, do this one for us, please.
I can't make out what happened in this picture. I have my experience with Cambridge C2, Cambridge C1 pictures in my exam because I got a certificate, but I hope to do a reasonable job with those ones.
Sorry?
To do a reasonable job with those pictures.
You have to use these pictures at work?
Yeah, I don't understand the picture. This kind of picture, this format.
Do you want to tell us about a story or a film that you've seen? You know, a book you've read or a film you've seen?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So what can you see?
Okay, so the first picture depicts a caregiver, a mother, a nanny, something like this, treating the toddler. Yeah,
feeding the toddler,
some kind of with some kind of aggressivity.
Aggression. Yeah, she's doing it aggressively. Maybe she's doing it aggressively.
Yeah, seems to be giving a kind of a stick and versus carrot education.
Okay.
And this is how I already written in the chat. This is the stick part.
Okay.
Yeah. In the second picture, she obviously has deemed attempt to get him to do something, maybe something which is not the mouth-watering food.
Yeah, in a vain attempt, to get him to eat his dinner. In a vain attempt, good vocab, definitely. In a vain attempt to get him to eat his dinner.
Yeah. And as a last resort, in the next picture, she resort to violence.
Does she? Where's that? Here, in this one, she resorts to violence.
Threatening.
She's hitting him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't want to back down, and she really want to persuade the child to eat. Yeah, which maybe at this point he can be this can be off-putting for the little
it could be off-putting for him. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe in the second picture she has second thoughts about his behavior. She tries to reconsider the way she acts, and maybe his conscience is not so clear at this point, and try to forge relationship with him at the end of the day, to I don't know, to be a little bit amiable and to establish a kind of I don't know, try to reach an agreement. Yeah. And probably the same woman, yeah, facing a challenging, maybe the same challenging situation with a dog.
I think it's the same dinner. I think she decided, okay, you're not going to eat it. I'm going to give it to the dog.
Yeah, and the animal wouldn't eat. By no means. Yeah, I don't know. And at the end, yeah, she didn't bother to make any effort.
What can we call a child like this? What's a good word? But I mean, for a child that doesn't do what his parents or his nanny tells him to do.
A handful can be a handful.
You can say, yeah, he's a handful. He's certainly a handful. That's good. That's certainly good. He's a handful. And another good expression for maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Disobedient.
He's disobedient, and you can maybe say he looks like it to me. He looks like a spoiled brat.
Spoiled brat.
Yeah. I think with food,
a fussy eater.
He's a fussy eater. Certainly, he's a fussy eater. That's a good expression as well.
Also, making tantrums.
He's throwing a tantrum. Yeah, he's from at the beginning. He's certainly throwing a tantrum. Excellent. And I think the dog is the same. Yeah, his little dog is also a spoiled brat. Doesn't like that food. No, he's a fussy eater. And who eats it in the end? Who eats his dinner in the end? Who's this guy?
A beggar.
I think so. I think it's some kind of a homeless guy, a beggar, something like that at the end. And he decides, I'll have it if you're not having it. Yeah. A homeless person, you would have to say, by the way, it was a homeless person or a beggar. But
can we say vagabond? Vagabond. No?
A vagabond is possible.
He barely make ends meet and want something to eat.
Sorry, Vermilion?
He barely make ends meet and
to make ends meet, did you say?
Yeah, barely make ends meet.
Oh, he barely makes ends meet. Yeah, he barely makes ends meet. Yeah, certainly he's on the streets or something like that. I think he's supposed to be. Vagabond is an old-fashioned word, just to warn you about that, Mikita. It is an old-fashioned word. Again, it's like reproach or rebuke, very similar. It's in the old book, certainly, but it won't be used by most young people nowadays. They will say a beggar or a homeless guy or a bum or a tramp. In fact, those words are very common as well. Bum can be that, but it can also be a guy on the streets who is a tramp. And so bum or tramp, I think, are the most common. Well, like beggar or homeless person, they're also very common nowadays. Vagabond is good, but it's quite old-fashioned. Now, I'm sorry, Melly, we're going to have to stop there just because I have another student coming. But we will do this next week. So please. Can
we say the child is cranky?
Sorry, can we say the child is cranky? Yeah, certainly. Yeah. You can say the child's cranky, but that just means in a bad mood. The child's in a bad mood. He's cranky. Yeah, he's not.
Maybe picky.
It's okay. It's okay. So we'll come back next time. We'll be back here at the same time. I'll put the link on the in the grammar shed at the same place, and it will be the same time. And I'll see you all here next week. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. See you here next week.
Bye, Dave.
We will start on page 27.
Appreciate so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. We'll start on page 27. Same drill. But I'm always ready to listen to any other films or stories that you've read. That's great as well. Okay, have a lovely weekend, everybody. I hope it's
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Next
Bye,
weekend.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
soon. See you
Next
Until next
week.
See you
Friday.
soon,
Until
babe.
next time. Bye bye.
Bye.